So the million dollar question, right, is do you actually need a realtor to sell your house, especially in this crazy market, right, where houses are selling in a day or less for crazy amounts of money? Do I really need to pay a real estate agent to sell my house? And the answer, quite simply, is no, you do not. And I'm a realtor. I'm telling you, you can sell your house by yourself in this market or any market. And sometimes that makes sense. Sometimes that's the best decision for you. If you need to get out of your house quick, if you don't feel like fixing it up and listing it, if you want that cash offer and just, being done with your house, in that situation, you may want to sell to an investor or wholesaler, and that is the best decision for you. However, 99% of the time, a seller wants to make the most money off of the sale of their house. And I understand the thinking. You think if you don't have to pay that commission to your real estate agent, then you're going to make more money. Well, that's not always what you think. Here's some things to consider. First off, most buyers are using a real estate agent, and that agent is going to want a commission. And if you're going to say, hey, I'm not going to work with any agent, even a buyer's agent, I'm not going to pay you a commission, well, then you're eliminating a big group of people who may be interested in your house because, like I said, most buyers do use agents. So you're probably going to have to pay that buyer commission. Secondly, if you want to get in the front of the most amount of buyers, which you do, you're going to want to put your house in the MLS because the MLS is where sites like Zillow and Realtor.com, that's where they pull their information from, and that's where people are going to search for houses. So you can do that yourself. It is a bit of a pain, I'm going to be honest with you. Back in the day before I was a licensed agent, I did try to do it myself, and it's not fun. And you have to pay a fee to do that, and that fee is not cheap. There are services out there that will do it for you, but again, you're paying for that out of pocket, whereas if you list with an agent, they're doing all that for you. So that's another thing to consider. Next, if you want to really make your house shine, you're going to need to take professional photos and probably have a nice video walkthrough tour made of your house because especially these days with COVID, people aren't too keen on coming to actually visit your house. They would rather stay at home on their computer and take a video walkthrough tour. So you're going to have to pay for a professional photographer, videographer to come out and do that work for you. And again, that's not cheap, but that is something that a real estate agent will do for you. Next, you'll have to do all the paperwork yourself. And I don't know if you've looked at a real estate contract lately, but that's a pretty hefty document, and a real estate agent will be the one doing that with you. And there are a lot of documents, and some stuff you may have questions about or it doesn't make sense. And that's what we're here for, is to answer those questions and to make sure you feel comfortable with everything you're signing. But if you do it yourself, again, you don't have anybody to ask when the questions arise. A real estate transaction is probably the biggest transaction you'll ever make in your life, unless you're buying a jet or something like that. And, there are things that you will have questions about, and you need to have somebody who you can go to, who is going to steer you in the right direction, who has the knowledge and the expertise to get you not only the best price for your house, but to make sure, if issues do arise, and they do, a lot of times things happen in a real estate transaction, you have someone that's going to make sure that the sale goes through, that gets you to the finish line. And that's what we do as agents, and that's what I can do for you. So if you're interested in selling your house in Columbus, which is where I am, please click the link in the description. I'll buy you a cup of coffee, and we'll talk about how, I can help you with your own personal home selling goals.